Okay, hello everybody. Yeah, let's try this again. I tried recording a devlog for a prototype of game I'm making called Dopamine Rush. The reason I haven't continued any of the past projects is I ran out of interest. Motivation was gone. I just felt like I wasn't really building the game that I really want to build, but hopefully this is it. So what I have here is a prototype. Of I have a prototype of um a I have a prototype for a game where it's kind of like a roguelite. You have to you're fighting enemies. The plot is you are dopamine and you're trying to spread to the other parts of the brain. Each room represents a different part of the brain that you're trying to spread to. I'm trying to research like where in the brain dopamine comes from. I know where, I mean, well, I kind of found that doing a quick Google search, but I'm trying to figure out like where it flies to throughout the brain. Like, why is it always in caps lock when I didn't put on cap? Where does dopamine travel to? Function symptoms. Okay, that's a lot of stuff I didn't want to know. Dopamine also causes blood vessels to relax, increase sodium. It's a feel-good hormone. It makes you feel happy, motivated, alert, and focused. Okay, this brings back some memories. How might I feel if I have it? Okay, I don't want to know that. Where does it travel to? Okay, I don't want drugs. I don't want agnos. I don't want that stiff. I mean, stuff. Ah. That's not telling me anything. The most I could find are images, which almost doesn't help. But I'm guessing it goes all the way through the top and through here a little bit. So at least I'm hoping. I know it goes up here, but whatever. This is my game, my fantasy. I can do what I want. It doesn't have to be like fully true. I just. What if I scratch calling it dopamine and just, say you're a favorite memory trying to go to the top of the brain, trying to get to the top of the brain. And when you're in the last room, the very last room, you have to fight a boss. So, again, this is what I have. It took me forever to get to this. The knockback. Took me forever to do. Shout out to Xander would. I took a lot of what he was going through and saying to do. I took a lot of what he said and I incorporated it into this. Give or take, I altered the code because he was originally doing it for a platformer, but again, this is top down or side view, so I had to get rid of it. I am gonna add a new event sheet. I'm gonna call it enemy death. Yeah, this is gonna take a lot of event sheets. In here I'm also gonna add spawning. But right now, as the game stands, you got this little prototype. For the art, I did tell someone about this idea, and they asked me what type of art am I gonna use. The art I'm gonna use is hopefully pixel, and I'm gonna draw it myself. I'm gonna draw all the art myself, but if you see my past games, they all still come out looking like shit. So I'm gonna be looking up a ton of commercials, a ton of tutorials. I already had to use one tonight for the melee attack. But one little thing at a time, you gotta do this a tiny piece at a time. So I already have the area where it's setting up for the enemy death. Set it to 3. Let's add that now, actually. Add a behavior. Let's add the flash behavior. This might have been where it broke when I added the flash behavior. Because earlier, no matter what I did, instead of pushing the enemy back, it would push me back and become unaligned. So add a new group. Always keep your code organized. Enemy death. So when enemy is in collision with the fight box, I'm just gonna rename it to make it easier. Do you want something? Maybe. We'll see. Enemy test. I'm gonna make the enemy flash while losing 1 HP. And then when the 1 HP is less or greater than is less than 0. I'm gonna destroy the enemy. And for testing purposes, let's add a couple more. Oh, this works out really well. That works out really well. I like how that went. So it's a success. I successfully made a melee attack. And it's way better than what I was doing. And it's way better than what I had earlier. Plus earlier it was all jumbled. You had to get up extremely close to destroy an enemy. The enemy kept coming and coming no matter what, almost as if there was no reaction. So now the enemies react when you hit them. Or for the most part they do. That is perfect. I am happy with the progress I've made so far. This is like the test layout. I'm gonna work on level design. I don't know what to actually work on next. I think next I'm gonna actually do the spawning system. So I'm not entirely sure what to do. I have to get Sprite on this computer, but right now I'm happy with what I got. Thank you for watching this devlog. This is my first time making a melee type game. Everything else has to have shooting guns or anything, and this is a first, and I'm already learning quite a bit. I will leave a link in the description for the video I used to learn how to do this. It was a big help so far in getting this far. So I will see you in the next devlog.